Hey, hello, my name is Jan, and this is.
My name is Koen, and our presentation is about bacon, and especially how it's made.
We are filming this because the time we needed to presentate it was a little different. One of us was the first time there, and the second time the other one wasn't there. So let me start.
Kind of problem, so we're doing it this way.
Okay, let me start. Bacon or bacon was in the Middle English a term referring to all the pork in general. The term bacon was variant, how do you say it? Various German and French delicates. Yeah, no foods, delicates. French. In French there are different names like bacon, the old High German baku, and the old Celtic baki. That's the old bacon. And yeah, before bringing home the bacon, comes from the 12th century. How do you say it?
It came from a 12th century church in Dunmow, England. They offered a bacon every time you came to any man who swore before God that he did something wrong.
So many people did something wrong in that time.
And that he always confessed to his sins, and every time he did something good for somebody else, he also got bacon from the church, and that's how the church got their followers.
And that's why I'm bringing home the bacon, because you brought home the bacon if you helped somebody, and it was a good term and not a bad term.
Throughout history, there are many reports of bacon. The most came from England, but the first bacon that we know of came from the Roman era, and it was essentially just pieces of pig meat that was boiled with figs, and then it was colored with and seasoned with pepper sauce, and that's how they ate it. And in the 1600s, they got more the bacon that we got nowadays, what is smoked pig's meat, and then it was very cheap back then, and it was a good protein source. So many people ate it.
And it was considered in high quality, so not every peasant had it, but only the what welter. Yeah.
Cheap. It doesn't matter.
If you want to know something more about the history of bacon, on the paper we gave you at the start of this presentation, you can see it. There are, so I see 3 other ones. They're interesting, but not
really relevant to the story right now. So we're going further with how it's made.
Which parts do you use for bacon? Like bacon is prepared from several different places of the pig and the cuts of meat. So some meats are usually made from the side of the back of the pig, or pork you can call it too.
The belly.
Yeah, the belly.
What was called streaky or fatty bacon, because it had much fat in it. So, well, it was very good for the taste, but not really healthy.
Yeah, or it was called American style. So I don't know, but
you know why people in America are usually quite fat.
Yeah, the side cuts of the pork were usually less fat. Yeah, belly more fat, sides less fat, so it was healthier.
And it many people say it was tastier, but I don't really believe because much of the taste is in the fat. But okay.
Yeah, and they cut it off the back of the pig, but it was most times almost all fat in the back, so it was more fat bacon for the, how do you say it, the special kind of bacon lover.
Um, uh, Bacon is mostly prepared by soaking the pig's meat in a brine solution, but it's very salty, so that's where it gets its salty taste. And sometimes it's just cured in regular salt. Just they threw the pig's meat in a bed of salt that pulled the moisture out and got their salty taste. And from there on, you've got two different ways of doing it. You can actually hang it in a smokehouse and leave it there to smoke. And you got a different way of injecting the flavor of the smoke, what was better for the people that wanted cheap bacon.
Because it was
easier to produce and faster.
And but the difference in taste were different because the other one was just injected and
yeah, you can't really replicate the smoke taste completely. You need to really smoke it to get that perfect taste. But yeah, it's just what you want. Or you want cheap meat, or you want a bit more expensive but tastier.
there was a cookbook in 1824 called Virginia Housewives. It was the first cookbook in America where they used bacon without the smoked taste because you have then only the bacon flavor. So it's a little fact. Maybe you knew it already or now you know.
Bacon around the world, in many different countries, they prepare the bacon just a bit different. You in Australia and New Zealand, you had rashers, and that was mostly streaky and fatty bacon around the loin. A lot of fat, so more taste, but less healthy. In Canada, it's one of the is I think the only country where they don't do anything to the meat. It's more ham than.
And it's more sliced bacon, so you have the Canadian bacon, and it's different than all the bacon in the city in the shop because there are bigger slices mostly because there no smoke or injection was needed to make it.
Yeah, it's more ham. It's from the pig, so it's called bacon. In Japan, you also got a kind of bacon. It's
Bacon?
indeed, that's how it's pronounced. Pretty still. And it was boiled instead of smoked, and it was it also had that ham-like consistency, but it's I think pretty tasty.
But it wasn't sold raw. It was cooked first because it was boiled.
And I don't know if you know the dish yakitori, but it's quite well known, and that's where the bacon is used in. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, we have some bacon recipes on the paper we gave you on the backside. Bacon burger and a bacon pie. Bacon pie, I don't know if you like it, but this I think tasty.
We like it.
Yeah, we like it.
And then before we forget, before you ask where the analyst comes in, it's to prepare the smoke flavor for the injection, because it isn't easy to make. A lot of chemicals are used, and yeah, you need to get it right, or a lot of proceeds.
Yeah. And you don't want too salty bacon because that's bad for the health. And
yeah, it can be too fat, but that's more the task of the butcher. But that's actually all we've got.
We have some videos, links on the paper. We couldn't show them in the
video, but in the slideshow you can click on the links and you will get them. And we think they're pretty funny. Epic Mealtime and the Meat Wizard. So that's it actually.
I think. Yeah.